Three reasons why Bitcoin will see 100K. Forbes magazine is back again, and they've got three reasons why Bitcoin is going nowhere but up. Reason number one, Bitcoin is no longer a solution without a problem. Reason number two, Bitcoin and cryptos are a unique asset class that will only grow in demand. Reason number three, Economics 101. What a difference a few years makes for Forbes magazine. Suddenly, big boosters of that weird fledgling cryptocurrency Bitcoin. Dan Eve, is Forbes magazine right? Is Bitcoin going to 100K?
I believe so. I believe the prophecies of Stock to Flow and Co that are going to say even more than 100K, and the difference between people's negative and positive opinion about Bitcoin usually involves being given some. So it's likely that Forbes just started stacking it, so that's why they changed their mind, like they always do. You give someone a little bit of Bitcoin, and suddenly they start doing some research, they get all excited, and they start saying positive things instead of saying negative things because they can see their balance going up, and they don't want to say negative things about their balance going up because otherwise it will go the other way. But you look at what happened with the 2004 the gold ETF. It took gold from $400 to what, $1,700 today. So the effect on, and it kind of, obviously it was on the rise before then, but it was very slow. And obviously the ETF helped a lot of people that didn't, again, kind of the same problems with Bitcoin, right? So some people don't want exposure to actually holding the Bitcoin. They want to be able to have a piece of the pie without actually having the responsibility of owning your private keys and taking care of them and caressing them every now and then, knowing that you've got value stored in those 12 adorable words. But yeah, it took gold from 400 to 1700, and it's going to do the same to Bitcoin. And you've got all these services now that all are springing out of the woodwork even more, that are traditional services like PayPal adopting crypto, even MasterCard, Visa getting involved. Everyone's got an announcement. They want to please their own shareholders who don't want to be left behind. They've seen the impact on Tesla and co. So everyone's getting the virus. There's COVID spread around the year in 2020, and Bitcoin is doing the rounds now.
Josh Hagala, the mainstream financial press, suddenly a friend of Bitcoin.
Well, tickle me pink. Who would have thought? I actually, one thing that makes me just so furious is like the elephant in the room. Hey, maybe it's going to 100K because they're printing like psycho, crazy, fiendish freaks that are too scared to tax the populace, so they'd rather just dump on the savers. And basically, that's government in a all wrapped up. They love to take dumps on savers. That's all there is about it, really. Dumps on savers. That's why it's going to 100K.
Now that Bitcoin's going to 100K, maybe people will stop saying it's going to zero. Lamar Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of the things the gentleman said before me are true. And I also believe that it's going to 100K just because it's better money. And as the world, I think only less than 2% of the world probably even owns Bitcoin right now. So as that number goes up, we will have more and more demand. And we know we only have 21 million Bitcoin ever. So as that number goes up, basic economics is going to lead us to more scarce Bitcoin, which of course leads to higher prices. I don't know how fast it gets to 100K, but for me, it really doesn't matter, because for me, one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin. I think I said it the last time I was here, and I will continue to say it. The most important part about Bitcoin is that one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin, and that even at 100K, the value of Bitcoin is far greater than the price would be. So, I mean, I think it's inevitable that we get to 100K, because the rest of the world's going to wake up and realize that it's far better money.
One Bitcoin is still one Bitcoin. And a great chance for you to give us a thumbs up at home. We've got about 10 people watching. I can see every single one of you on my screen, and I can tell whether or not you're giving us a thumbs up. So this is your chance. Even if you're watching on a recording version later, still give us a thumbs up. We can still see you. And now it's your chance to predict against the predictor of predictors, prognosticator of prognosticators. the greatest mind in all of crypto trading. Dan Eve, the price of Bitcoin this time next week, will it be higher or lower?
Higher, and I'm still banking
muted in fear of the ball. Fear of the ball kept you muted.
Up and 69,420. It's going to happen.
Josh Shigala, 69,420 has been called. Do you match?
Ooh, 69,420. I think it's probably going to be more like, yeah, about that. That sounds good. That sounds good. I'll go with that. I'll match.
Lamar, will you join the party? Higher or lower? Still muted. The ball is very powerful.
I think we're going lower next week because it's going to give me an opportunity to buy some more Bitcoins cheaply. So I just wanted to go lower next week so I can keep buying these cheap Bitcoins up. So what did the ball say? Are we about to find out what the ball says?
The personal advantage choice. Now, will the price of Bitcoin be higher this time next week? Signs point to yes. Signs point to yes.
Oh,
positive prediction.
Lamar, you should
got to start buying now.
Yeah.
Man,